The Emir of Daura'S palace has been sealed off by the Katsina state government after several people within the palace tested positive for the dreaded COVID-19 virus. Politics Nigeria learned that 6 people from the palace have reportedly died from the virus. Speaking to newsmen on Monday, the governor of the state, Aminu Masari, revealed that the government was forced to make the decision due to positive cases of the virus recorded in the palace. So far, we have taken samples of 89 persons from the palace. You know that the palace is like a government house with a large concentration of people. Speaking on the figures of recently confirmed COVID-19 cases in the state, Masari disclosed that a total of 14 medical staff from various health facilities in the area have tested positive to the virus. He expressed concern at the growing number of cases despite the lockdown in the state. The lockdown does not seem to be so effective, so we must design ways to strengthen the lockdown. This is because in spite of the lockdown, we had 23 new cases in Katsina town alone under 24 hours, he said. It will be recalled that Daura is the hometown of Nigeria's president, Muhammadu Buhari. The president also lost his chief of staff, Abba Kyari, to the deadly virus some weeks back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nigerians should take care. Nigerians should be careful. All this na lie, na lie, na lie. You know, it was just like a joke when people started people started talking about the way and manner to which people are just coming together without observing this social distancing. We've had severally, even in those areas that, that have been on lockdown before now, like Lagos, Ogun, and FCT, you still see some people still telling you, say, na lie, na big man sickness, na big man this, na big man that. Of course, we know that that was how it started, because if ordinarily Nigerians, if nobody had traveled out, it is only those who are capable, those who have what it takes to travel out will be able to travel, and they are the one that brought this whole thing here. And because it started from them. If not, if people never traveled, if you want to leave this whole thing, just for Nigerian people that do not travel, who do not have the means of traveling, of course it will not even happen to them, because it started from somewhere. But and apart from that, being that maybe people will coming out from all this big man traveling out of the country and bringing it back. We had the first index case that we had in the country was the Italian man, and the Italian man is even okay. But even at that, people are still saying, oh, na lie, na lie, na lie. If foreign people did not come, and those who have been traveling out of the country, if they did not travel, this kind of thing wouldn't have come in the first place. So that narratives need to change from people to people, because some people are still like, nah, lie, this and that. They are just deceiving us. If you could imagine how people behave today, even in Lagos, that there's this partial ease of this lockdown. Not to talk of this northern area, those ones never even believed it. They never even believed it at all. Majority of them don't even believe it. A typical example was what happened, or what has been happening in Kano State. And before you know it, a lot of all these northerners, they've been sending all these emergencies, because those ones are even with the first contact, because they are just living, they can't even control themselves in this, most especially in the issue of social distancing. They are transporting all of them back. That means everybody's gonna just stay back in his own country, or his own state. See what happened? They were denying it. The Kano government, the Kano governor was denying it. All of them, the Emir of Kano, they were denying it, that, oh, it was just a mysterious death. There's nothing like mysterious death. Something must be attached to it. Something must lead to something. But now after the tests that have been carried out, it was discovered that even 80% to 90% of the tests carried out shows that these people that died as a result of COVID-19. And after the governor's language started changing, there's trouble in Kano, there's this, there's that. You can imagine in that palace, Daura'S palace. Is that what they say? Yes, Emir of Daura'S palace. See it as several people tested for this thing. There's fire on the mountain. That means everybody must be careful, because the way at which this whole thing is spreading is alarming. It's really alarming, very, very alarming. So that those who have prophesied, whether they prophesied, whether they are anticipating, or they are thinking, or preempting what could happen, most especially in the northern parts of the country, they should not allow this kind of prediction to come to pass by taking the necessary measures to curb this thing. Everybody must be responsible. You must be responsible for your life, because if anything happens, you know that even the government does not even care. Before now, we don't even have places to even take care of people who are sick ordinarily, not to talk of this kind of a thing. Everybody must be, you have to be responsible. I saw people just, not just being mindful of their environment because they were allowed to go out today. Don't you know that even the money you're going to make, you need to stay alive to spend it? I'm talking about those ones in Lagos. But you can imagine what is going to come out of this whole thing. What is going to come out of this whole thing that has already, is taking a big, I don't even know, a big chunk in the northern part of the country. The way it's just spreading. The way it's just spreading, because those people, their siege or their own is even worse. Theirs is even worse. What are we going to do as this whole thing is going this way? Of course, the government has already said that if the whole thing goes higher than the way it is now, they will have no choice than to lock down again. And this lockdown, nobody's going to talk about a palliative or no palliative. Nobody's going to be talking about that. So that is why everybody must be careful, because I hope our case should not just be like Italy and US, most especially Italy. We saw all of these things before. Those who are saying, oh, it does not happen to black people, the weather, this and this and that. Of course, maybe to a very large extent, but not totally. It cannot just be. It cannot just be. You can't just say that categorically that it does not affect this, it does not affect that. I think that narratives have really changed. But now the narrative now is that, oh, it is big man sickness, big man this, big man that. It goes beyond that now, because the big men too, they've mixed up with the common people. So what do you have to do? It is those who are alive, who are healthy, that will be able to speak about, I want to eat, I want to do this, I want to move around, I'm bored, I'm this and that. Those who are down with this kind of sickness, even when you are down with malaria, you know how you feel. You know that things will never be the same. You will just be weak. Everything will you just be tired of everything. Not to talk of something that that it does not even have cure. It's just like it's just uh, I don't even know how to put it. It's just it's trial. Just try this one, try and error. That's what is happening. And if you are lucky, good and fine. Because I'm even surprised the way at which the people are just dying in the northern part of the country. Even where it started, the Lagos that has been the epicenter of this whole thing. Of course, people were dying just gradually, but I don't understand the way it's happening in the north, and the way it's just spreading like a what I don't even know, or how I'm going to describe it. Everybody take responsibility of your life. Take responsibility of your life. You need to take care of yourself, because this thing is not joke. It's not joke. I think it's a good thing for this thing to have for the government to have sealed off the palace, because of course, you can imagine the people who have been tested for this virus. Do you know how many people they must have had contact with? So it's unfortunate. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below in the comment section.